everyone. In this episode of Digital Dilemmas, I'm going to be looking at social media. We've been programmed to believe that numbers rule on social media, so we're constantly assessing our own popularity and success by the number counts on our social media feeds and comparing those against other people's. Some of you might have seen recently that Jennifer Aniston joined Instagram, reaching 1 million followers in just over 5 hours, breaking a Guinness World Record in the process. Now, for us mere mortals, those kind of numbers are really hard to reach, and sorry to burst your bubble, guys, but there's really nothing in this video that's going to put you in that bracket. However, I do want to share with you some information about the best practices that you can use to help grow your following and to create and share content that will help you to reach more people. So keep watching. The first thing to do, funnily enough, is to forget the numbers. That's right. Even the social media platforms themselves are considering changing how we view, and I mean literally view, those numbers. So Instagram has been trialling this across several countries, removing the ability to see likes on other people's posts, but still being able to see your own. This means that you can still use the data to see how well your posts are performing, but you won't be able to compare and contrast as much anymore. Facebook is also currently discussing doing the same. When it comes to which social media platforms to be on, Facebook is king. Statistics from Comscore show that Facebook has a 90% reach in the UK, with Twitter at 60%, Instagram at 51%, and Snapchat at 50%. But it's worth noting that just being on social media will improve your chances of being found, especially through Google. I invite you to Google your business name directly and see which 5 results come up first. So for me, first is my website, then it's Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Pinterest. So it's worth bearing that in mind and trying out some new platforms if you haven't already. In terms of what you post, videos really are the next big thing. According to Hubspot, posts with video have 48% more views, with 72% of people preferring to learn about a product via a video. So do push yourselves to get you or your product or service onto video. Otherwise, make sure your posts are interesting, informative, and relevant to your followers, but also visually striking. We all know what it's like to scroll through a social media feed, and you're trying to get people to stop. So consider how you're doing that, either through the text or the visuals. It goes without saying that posting in the middle of the night will have less views. But do you know statistically when is the best time to post on social media? Given the different time zones around the world, do bear in mind that when you post here in the UK, it'll show up somewhere else at an entirely different time. But here's a general overview. So according to Shareable, the best time to post on social media is during the lunch break. And this makes sense, doesn't it? Because that's when most of us reach for our phones. There's also some success to be had posting during the working commute. So that's about 7 till 9 in the morning and around 4 till 6 in the evening. Interestingly, weekends don't come up as a favourable time to post, so avoid posting then. How many times you're posting is something worth considering too. And there's no hard and fast rule about that, but generally the more active and consistent users seem to be favoured by the algorithms of the platforms. A general recommendation is to be posting once a day on your social media accounts. And if you can't achieve this, then at a bare minimum, once a week. Posting more frequently is good, but you don't necessarily want to overwhelm your feed or your followers' feeds with too many posts. So try and think in terms of quality rather than quantity. Something else I want to talk about is the power of the share button on Facebook. I recently did a little social media experiment with my Facebook followers to see what happens when a post is shared rather than liked. So taking one of my previous unshared posts, the reach for that, which is how many people actually saw it, was just 23. The Sharing is Caring post, by contrast, had 16 shares and a reach of 1,073 people. If you break that down, those 16 people each helped another 60 people see that post. A like is nice, but please share the post that you see on Facebook or leave a comment, because it's those actions that will help to share the post across your network. Also, do tap into your friends and family when you're starting out on social media, because their friend and follower networks can serve as a kind of digital word of mouth, and they can really help with your exposure. Finally, don't forget your hashtags and your keywords. So adding hashtags to your Instagram and Twitter posts and tags to your videos in YouTube help people to find your content, and when they do, they might follow and subscribe. Using trending or timely hashtags such as hashtag MM for Monday Motivation or hashtag TBT for Throwback Thursday can also help attach your post to a kind of popularity stream, and that can help your content to be seen too. However, you don't always want to use those huge hashtags such as hashtag yoga, for example, with 73 million posts, because you're going to be a very small fish in a very big pond. So try and vary the kind of hashtags that you use. So use location or niche hashtags. You're really trying to find the ones that are ocean-sized, but also puddle-sized. I really hope this video has helped you think about some of the ways that you can increase your followers on social media. But try to remember that it's not all about the followers. I haven't even spoken about how you can actually pay for followers using digital bots, which all of the platforms are really clamping down on, so I don't recommend it at all. But do bear that in mind when you're checking out other people's accounts and they have hundreds of thousands of followers and about 2 posts. It's possibly not that genuine. The truth is, having people genuinely supporting you and finding your content valuable and useful is the true value of social media. And in turn, that interest and support can and will turn into clients later on down the line. So those are the numbers that you should really be focusing on. Do hit the subscribe button and leave a comment below, especially if you've got a digital dilemma for me. Thanks for watching.